What's up, Gman 5F. I'm Sace, and I'm here with former Super Bowl champion Mistays for your Week 2 Speedcap.
How's it going?
You know the rules, people. Top left, top right. Bottom left, bottom right. Second page, top left, top right. In order, 2 points for each team. And then we do last week's matchups, next week's matchups, and a closing comment all on the clock. Let's see if he can beat Crusaders' blazing speed from last week. Let me get rid of this. Mistays, are you on the Women's Blood Bowl office team?
Now I am.
All right. You're starting out. I'll tell you when your first point is made, or you're good to move to the next one. And 2 per team, and we'll move on to the next one. You let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, an Amazon team with 4 rerolls to start, which is interesting. They have
Okay,
a lot
good
of
point.
blodge and no guard actually yet, which they're gonna need to go through the rest of the season. Otherwise, they're gonna get their asses beat.
All right. Let's move on to Chaos Black Nightmares.
Chaos Black Nightmares. Ooh, they're a Minotaur start, and strangely, they're electing to do mutations first on their Beastmen instead of going
All right.
sure hands, and they've only got 2 rerolls.
So you need rerolls and some consistency, or what do you want?
Yeah, rerolls and some consistency. And he's a killer. I like a Mighty Blow first on a
All right.
Thor.
You ready
Uh,
for Maiden Chernobyl?
yeah. Ooh, guard first on the Beast Nurgle. Still only 2 rerolls on this Nurgle team, and they picked up a Pestigore before picking up a 3rd reroll, which I do not like. Nurgle really need rerolls early, especially because they have no block or nothing yet, and they got a double on a Pestigore, and instead of getting Mighty Blow like they sensibly would, they took Dodge.
All right. Rebel Pain Coven.
Strip Ball first is very interesting on a Blitzer. I like the Blodge, like the kick pickup. They don't have an Apothecary yet.
They do not, and they got beat up
Yeah,
the first week.
they need an Apothecary.
All right. Green Legion. Blazing through.
Green Legion, yeah. Tackle, they're holding up a level up. Fairly standard orc team. Only 3 black orcs, 1 must have died, and they don't have an Apothecary either. Guys, get your Apothecaries.
You heard the
That's
man.
probably why you're missing a black orc.
Do you think you should buy another Black Orc or the Apothecary first?
Apothecary first.
All right. And Rebel. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
no, we don't have this one. Okay, we have to skip
Nope.
that one and go to Disturbingly
Skip him.
Rat-like.
Grendrake?
I'm assuming he's a ramp up that I got to get in there.
Yeah.
All right.
2 guard.
Grendrake.
I like the guard on the Red Ogre, actually, especially early. I do like guard as a double pickup. Needs to level the Storm Vermin quickly so that he can get the killers of the pitch. I notice he is missing a Gutter Runner, but at least he has an Apothecary, so it's not entirely his fault.
All right. And then we are Zons.
Ooh, another Zon team. This one I like more because it's got guard already and an agility up. So those are 2 good pickups. It's also only got 3 rerolls, so it is being TV efficient. And they're sitting on 130k, so they can scum some things next game.
Do they have the Apo?
Yeah, they have one Apo. Yeah.
Really good Zon team.
Yeah.
All right. How about the New Romantics?
Only one werewolf. I do not. Oh, and a ghoul. I'm not sure about getting a ghoul before a second werewolf. Not a lot of SPP spread. It's all on the ghoul, which is not how you want to start, really, as a necro team. You want to level up the whites or the wolves first, then the flesh golems. Ghouls will die, and they don't really hold SPP. Other than that, you kind of a standard necro team.
Heard the man, Dave. Get some levels on your important characters. All right. The weirdly supremacist runners.
So this is a recap for Nightmare. They're sitting on 3 levels, but they do have an Apothecary, so they get extra marks from me. And I like Blodge on the Blitzer. They have 3 rerolls already, so they're looking good. They need to build the bench, though, before other teams get Mighty Blow.
Steen, do your level ups. Come on, buddy. How about the River Ruin Rafters flipping pages here?
For Ruined Rafters, I don't understand. Okay, there's 2 missing dwarfs. That's not great, especially because they're going to be filled in with Hobbs for the next game. 4 rerolls is a lot to carry on a Chorf team. I don't like 4 rerolls. I don't like only 1 bull either. So I think drop a reroll and get another bull.
We're not really getting much money for dropping a reroll, but yep.
Yeah, well, 70k. 70k.
All right. Chaotic Bangers. Another
Yeah, this
Chorf
is a
team.
much better looking Chorf team. 3 rerolls, the Apothecary. Already rolled a double on a claw and picked up his guard. Uh, full set of positionals. Not a lot of money. Has not leveled up the stadium. I like the levels. He just needs to get that braid beard to Mighty Blow because that claw to Mighty Blow is hard. It's better if they get Mighty Blow first, but you can only roll so many doubles.
Take what you can get. Yeah, it's building real
Yeah.
nicely. All right. Next up
Hoopista.
is the Kabusta. The
I
Kingdom
always
Come
have,
Deliverance.
yeah, I always like seeing human teams. The Blitzers are the core of the team, so it's good to see that he's leveling them up first with Guard and Mighty Blow. Very sensible picks. He's got his rerolls, he's got his Apothecary, and he's got a Wrestle Lineman, which is interesting. But I do like it because, like with any fast team, it means that what your opponent might put their own pieces on the ground, which provides space for you to run around.
Okay.
And
Finally,
G-Cell?
G-Cell.
Yeah, unleveled vampires.
He
Three vampires start with 4 rerolls. Still has an apothecary and had a bench. Some of it's missing. I think you pick up a few more thralls before the next game. Your team is looking good. Don't wait a little bit on the vampires till they're, uh, level 3
He
or
started with
4,
4.
and they're reliable. Yeah. Oh, so one of them must have died. I thought that was just a missing thrall.
Nope.
That's unfortunate. Yeah,
Well, now he's
but
at 3 vampire
yeah,
start.
probably go Blodge or maybe even a Mighty super
All
greedy,
right.
but I don't.
Let's look at last week's matchups. We're
Uh,
on week 2.
Green Legion 2-0, the Rebel Elfari, 11 armor breaks and 2 deaths to the Green Legion. That's a bit unexpected, as you think with that many armor breaks, the deaths would be on the elves, but I guess the orcs would die in this
Making
game.
it count.
Yeah.
All right.
Still a good pickup for SPP though. Yeah, vampires against early's on. Expects this. 13 armor breaks is very impressive. I'm assuming a lot of fouling happened here, but a lot of blodge and dodge when you have no tackle means you're probably losing the game.
Only 1 block, too.
Yeah, it's really rough.
All right. Kingdom Come Deliverance versus the Black Nightmares. Chaos
Yeah,
Black
well, look at
Nightmares.
the armor breaks. 1 armor break for Kingdom Come Deliverance and 13 for the Chaos Black Nightmares. No removals to 7. SPP, plenty of SPP on the Chaos Black Nightmares. The Kingdom Come Deliverance only take their MVP, and just generally looks like they had not a great game. They had plenty of blocks, so it doesn't look like they just laid down and stopped playing, but just, no. Did not
They
go
also
there.
had the Mighty Blow advantage.
Yeah,
All right.
well, sometimes it doesn't matter. The Chaotic Bangers playing Made in Chernobyl, and looks like a fairly even game with the blocks going, but the Made in Chernobyl definitely had the ball for the majority of it, at 50% and 18% for the Chaotic Bangers, which I believe would probably mean that their pickups are not great. Oh, their pickups were 100%. Maybe they just didn't get to the ball. Yeah, early batch matchups can go either way. Swingy, so don't feel too bad.
All right. River Ruin Raptors versus the Rebel Pain Coven.
River Ruin Rafters really got beat up by a Dark Elf team. 16 armor breaks to 4. 5 removals to 1. This is not what you expect when you are playing a Chorf team and playing Dark Elves. But then, if a Dark Elf coach is aggressive enough, they can really punish you. I think that's what happened today. They didn't have that much more blocks. They might have fouled. They might. Honestly forget what Rebel Pain Coven had. So let me just run backwards.
What would you go look?
They didn't even have Mighty Blow, so really they just kind of
They
tore
also
up these Chorfs.
their kick is a pickup of a loner. Their
Yeah, so a fantastic game for the Rebel Pain Coven, I guess, and the River Ruin Raptors just crying themselves to sleep after being beat up by Dark Elves.
all right.
Supremacist Runners against Disturbingly Rat-like. Again, 2 very fast teams. A lot of injuries inflicted by the Elves. 5 and a kill. That's from from Pro Elves without any money, lot to come out in the early season.
It's a lot
I
of
think it's why we're
SVP.
missing a gutter runner. Yeah. Uh, I think that's easily in the 20s for the supremacist runner, and
23?
disturbing the Rat Light came away with a little bit less with only 13, but they took a tie. They leveled up their favorite players. I think the only problem is they did have that death, and I believe it was the gutter run.
All right, take it home.
They did level the other one. New Romantic and We Are Zon. It's always good to see when a coach manages to tie Zons early because we were just talking about this New Romantic team and how I don't like the way it was built, how it doesn't have any tackle. Well, it didn't matter because Frenzy is a poor man's tackle, and they had about equal blocks and about equal removals, and so they managed to grind their way for a tie here.
All right, now we're moving on to next week's matchups.
Well, the Green Legion got stomped by the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Not often you see a human team bully an orc team that badly. And there were no injuries inflicted, but it might just be the early skills coming and speed coming into the humans' favor. A lot of times, some coaches might not be used to moving 8 pieces, and humans are one of the fastest teams in the league, and they can really punish you.
Okay.
Uh, Moving on to the next match, the Chaotic Bangers, like a 1-1 tie with the Dull Fangs, which is not ideal if you're a Chaos Dwarf coach, because you should kind of have that locked down most of the time, especially early vampires, which are notoriously not good, not reliable. But then again, maybe you're not so reliable too. So I expect probably what happened here is a few hypnotic gazes or fouls at key opportunities that kind of threw the Chaos Dwarves off their game. But a nice tie for the vampires.
All right.
Moving on to River and Ruin Rafters against Rebel Alfari. Rafters.
That is the one bowl.
Yeah, that's the one bull Chaos Dwarf team, and the Rebel Alfari is the High Elf team. So I kind of have to go with the High Elves here. Yeah, elves don't always do the best against Chaos Dwarves, but that's because Chaos Dwarves have something that normal dwarves don't have, and it's their bulls. And this team only has one. So the elves have a lot more that they can exploit for this.
All right.
Supremacist runners against women's BUB office team. I don't think there's going to be too much of a thing here. I think that the Amazons early will outdo the pro elves just because they have way more blodge. They have way more dodge. Sure, they might be able to pick up a tackle, but it won't be on a blodge piece. So I think the elves are going to have a real problem with a team that's almost as fast as them and is more dodgy.
All right. Very nice. How about New Romantic versus the Chaos Black Nightmares, our last unplayed game?
Necromantic and Chaos. Now the Chaos team isn't really that murdery is the thing here. It's very utility Chaos, and I think we all know, those of us who were around for Iron Master when he built his utility Chaos, is it doesn't really. You even tried to build utility Chaos for the
It doesn't
longest
work.
time, and eventually you just gave way to the murder. So I think it's gonna go to the New Romantic 6 because the Chaos just don't have the skills yet.
All right. We are
We are
Zons.
Zons, yeah, made in Chernobyl. Another surprising tie against the Zon team. I do understand Nurgle a bit more because they can bog down just about anybody. And once they get on top of you with the beast or just get around you, it's really hard to get away. A nice 0-0 tie, which is something you always see. It means that both coaches played very good defense, and they should keep up that level of defense for the season if they want to win.
All right. Finish
And
it up.
disturbingly rat-like against Rebel Pain Coven. This is where early Dark Elves versus Skaven. There's a key difference. Gutter runners are way faster, and if you're going to play the scoring game, you're going to lose to the gutter. Hands down. 9 movement is an entirely world different than 7, and so and 8 if you have a witch elf. But yeah, gutter runners are. There's no team that can outscore them, and so I think this is what happened. This game is they got a bunch of injuries, and then they just went for a score.
All right. And finally, your closing comment, Miss Days. What do you want to say to the league?
Well, it looks like an interesting division, and it looks like it's got a few teams that are, kind of breaking the molds. I'd like to check back on it in a few weeks and see where it is, but, I got my own divisions to recap.
Yeah, but your recaps don't take 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Are you done?
That's true. Yeah,
All right. Well, you're in a solid second place, buddy.
solid second place out of 2 weeks. Yeah.
Solid second place. And Rebel Alfari, I'll make sure to get you in the lineup for next week. I didn't realize that the Tula Cannon Football Club or whatever it was isn't going to be coming in, and we're going to get you instead. I'm assuming it's a ramp up thing.
So I was a whole 5 minutes behind Crusader.
You were a whole 5 minutes behind Crusader. 5 minutes and
Yeah.
34 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah, I expected as much.
you lost time on the matchups where you were actually ahead in the covering most of the time.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, but
Went
not
too in depth about those matchups.
not bad. You can still win a gift card if they vote you the most interesting recapper of the season.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
All right. Good luck in the last half of this week. Sorry for the late upload. I'm trying to find some Gman coaches that want to come in Speedcap, but it's not easy. I'll see you next week for the Week 3 Speedcap, and thank you, Miss Days, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.